How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Harmony of Despair. And well, today is gonna be a full try-harding session of Chapter 10. A chapter that is way too hard, but it's the way it is, you know? Though this stream, I actually added the DLC characters, which are, well, these three. Maria, Simon, and Getsufuma, and also Richter. That being said, I want to do one more attempt with Shanoa, because another thing that I seen is where the location of the food items are supposed to be, though I don't think that's gonna be the problem for me. I think my problem is the lack of time, because my damage sucks. Hopefully one of the DLC characters actually deals good damage. But hey, if I can do it with Shanoa, that will be great too. My issue is time. I don't think that... I mean, on my previous attempt yesterday, I don't think that you can say that health was an issue. I mean, yeah, I died to the boss, but... I died to the boss, and if I hadn't died, I would have run out of time. It's just one of those things. So wasn't this one of the... Maybe my orientation when it comes to... I thought that was a secret tile, wasn't it? Well, then again, it's too early anyways, where healing is not that important. I was sure that one of these was the hidden one when I checked. Maybe I'm out of my mind. It's possible. I guess checking for secret tiles wasn't so useful at all if I'm not gonna remember them. Though one thing is worth noting, and that's that I think that what I should focus on is doing this fast. Like trying to treat this as a speedrun, since as I say, that's my main problem right now. The fact that I run out of time. Okay, I'm just gonna try to go quickly. Okay, this is one of them though. This one. Yeah, that one there. Okay, wait, what did I get? I think that wasn't even a... That wasn't even a food. I think it might have been a heart. Judging by the sound at least. That's not very useful at all. Whatever. So yeah, if I say that my priority is doing this fast, I probably should stop going for chest, right? I guess the time that you spend going for the chest is nothing out of the ordinary, but I guess at the end of the day everything counts. Okay, that was an actual healing food. Medusa should also be close. Oh, this annoying ass part, dude. I hate this thing so much. I ended up getting hit by one. Fuck. It's money. Damn, I got hit twice. I mean, that also doesn't help at the end of the day. Getting hit like that. Again, I don't think damage is my main worry here. Okay. Well, Medusa is here. It's the issue with Medusa. Going to the wall. I mean, I end up taking longer not because I'm slow, but because she's not giving me a choice. And you go off the arena like that. It would be nice if you obey the hitbox of the wall. It would be pretty cool. I guess not. This is a... But that's a very good healing. I think that I pretty much... I got damage for as much as what I healed. Man, what a sack of shit are these guys. Can't believe it. It's gonna be very useful to know all the healing items if I end up getting hit this much anyways. Oh, leave me alone, dude. Jesus. Remember what was the location of the next one? I think it was right before going against the... Oh wait, this part I trigger one of them. Here it's better to, if you are using Shano, at least do it from below. I was about to say, I think that the next healing item is before the creature. I don't think there is another one. Maybe I'm wrong. Fuck. Damn, that's so bad. So bad. I hate this skeleton so much. I really do. Oh, that's right. I don't even need to worry about that. This has a less... There was a less than optimal start. Yeah, at this rate, unfortunately, Shano, I think that you are not gonna be the answer here. That's assuming that any of the DLC characters is gonna do better. So the thing about some of the DLC characters is that they already have multiple attacks at the very beginning. And if one of them is of a holy attribute, that will help me a lot. By holy attribute, I don't know how common it is. I mean, I will assume that someone like Simon will have holy attribute stuff. I wanna believe. Oh, for each mummy that you kill, one of the doors opens, huh? I'm one hit away from dying here. Yeah. This attempt is not gonna last too long. I mean, after this attempt, I just want to try with the other characters and see how it goes. Might not work well, that's fine. But yeah, with Shanoa here, it seems that I'm not doing well whatsoever. Well, one hit from these guys will be enough to kill me. I mean, normally here the logical thing will be healing. Just that I don't really care. That was crazy. It's a shame. Whatever. Well, I guess I could use Simon first. I mean, Simon is the one that was the first one to appear in this stage. It is supposed to be Castlevania 1. The only character was back then was Simon, so I could try him. For what I remember, he's not supposed to be good in this game. Though he has the 8-bit look. It takes a little bit too long, because I think it also recompiles the character the first time. It's not as much as the stage. Okay. Oh, I forgot to equip him, actually. I mean, if he's completely naked here, it's gonna be the same as nothing, right? He has the cross. I'm assuming that at least is holy. And he has a double jump too, so... Oh, nice. I want to see how much damage he deals without any sort of upgrade. Oh, that's very good. I keep in mind that he has no equipment whatsoever. Well, I guess the damage is not the one that it's mostly the damage you receive rather than the damage you deal. Alright, hold up. Yeah, I know. Let me check if I equip this guy. Problem is that a lot of the equipment I have is supposed to be woman exclusive, so I don't think I can, for example, give Simon the Artemis shoes, you know? I think it will work that way. So offensive gear, yeah, he has basically one of these. Damn, he has the holy water too. I'm assuming, except for the ads, all of these are gonna be holy. Weird that he has a Bible. He didn't have a Bible in the original. He had knives, which are worse, but will be more fitting. Alright, so which one of these can you use? Well, I guess the Traveler had it, he can use it. At least the good equipment he can use it. Well, here no. The Artemis shoes he can use the gold leggings, I guess. Better than nothing. Well, the Assassin cape. No, and the Traveler capes as well, right? Wait, which one is better? Oh, it's this one, because this one also gives you attack. Right? Yeah, I don't see why you would want the Traveler one when you have this one. Alright, and here it's simply Moonstone, right? Seems like... Yeah, then you have the ones that give you... Well, against this... Though intelligence, if it affects the damage of your items, I guess it will be good. Okay, and then the Super Potion. I wonder if I have to equip everything again if I switch to... I probably do, right? Like here, if I change to Shanoa, probably unequip everything, right? No, she still has them. Well, I'm assuming that the Super Potion is obviously gonna get unequipped when I eventually use it. Alright. So let's see how good you can do this. At least the good thing is that here Simon dealing holy damage should kill most bosses faster, since I'm assuming all of these guys are gonna be weak to holy. Now, I don't think there is a way to make the whip stronger. I think that you just have to deal with this version of the whip. Which again, I don't think it's a problem because it's probably the only version of the whip you can use. So weird that they didn't go for the upgraded whip sprite, instead going for this one, right? Little bit weird. This might go well. I have hope. For now. But only for now. And the fact that he can one-shot many of the enemies here is very good. I mean, I guess they made him in the most, you know, similar way to how it was in the original when it comes to damage. Alright, hold up. Okay, the cross certainly doesn't do shit in terms of damage. Okay, hold up. How was the Bible? Okay, Bible is neutral. Wait, are you telling me this guy is not weak to that? Okay, there is a problem here, because it's either this guy is resistant to holy, or the Bible is not holy. I don't know which one is worse, actually. Both are very bad options. The problem here is that I took a lot of damage. A lot. I guess it's mostly the fact that he just doesn't have int. He's dumb. And the holy water, I guess depending on how it hits the opponent, it's good, but it obviously has nothing on the original holy water. So yeah, that's a heart, completely worthless. It is a very bad start, I will say. Very bad start. Fury Blade. That's the first time I see that one. Seems that the items kinda suck balls a little bit. Well, the items, the sub-weapons, whatever you wanna call it. Oof, nice dodge. So the real problem is that I'm receiving a lot of damage. At least his attack speed is good. Nice. Well, obviously that slide animation is completely new. Oh, 2 points of damage for that, huh? I guess those guys are weak to the cross. Looks a little bit stupid to hit them like this. Yeah, why not? And I don't think that these attacks can level up at all, right? What's for sure is that at least the damage is more consistent. That's the good thing. I don't know why I did so badly against the giant bat. Like, I did very, very badly. Okay. Oh, and the stupid ass crows actually die in one hit. That's great. Oh, and I can also hit this guy from far. So, okay, cross has to be an actual holy elemental weapon, because the skeletons are certainly taking increased damage, but if anything, that makes it weird that the giant bat is not weak to holy, because I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but for what I understand, the giant bat is meant to be a vampire. I mean, not one as Dracula is, but not as powerful as him, but still. Right, so the only bad thing is here, since we're not Shanoa, we have to actually go through here. Well, even though the start didn't look very convincing, I gotta say that right now it's looking surprisingly better. Now, one thing that I should take into account is that the magic recovery is certainly not super fast. Like, it takes a while to recover magic. At least the good thing is that the whip damage is very good, but yeah. Got him too. Well, you don't want to fall there. Also, this is interesting because I'm pretty sure that what you see there in the background is meant to represent Dracula's chamber, but the Dracula's chamber is up there. It's one of those things that in this particular context it doesn't make much sense. It seems that the mummies are also weak to holy. I mean, it's what I'm assuming, that almost every enemy in this stage is gonna be weak to holy, since most of them are demons, you know. But in the case of mummies, they are undead. Also, that was pretty fast. Yeah, this raid. Oh, wait, does he have a backdash, by the way? I mean, since they added animation... Yeah, he has a backdash, nice. Since they added this slide animation, I will assume they also add the other thing too. Alright. So it is going surprisingly well. So keep in mind... Oh, fuck me. Absolutely cocked by the platform. Okay. I wonder if these guys are kind of like static monsters that... Oh, I have to climb this. I was gonna say static monsters that are always there until you kill them. Or if they actually keep spawning. Right, so here, since we don't have Shanoa, we have to do this manually. It's not a problem, as you can see, it's just that it takes longer. And this skeleton, thankfully, he dies with 3 crosses. Just like that. It really seems that they made Simon a character that is simply ready to use, you know? It's not a character that needs a lot of things to be good, it's just good the way he is. It's, as I say, you pick any of the regular base characters, like, I don't know, Soma Cruz or Jonathan or whatever, and they fucking suck by default. This guy, even with 0 equipment, he was dealing a lot of damage. Actually impressive. Yeah, at the same time, he's a DLC character, so they probably wanted to make the people that paid money not to feel scammed, that the character they purchased sucks, so they made him good. It's very possible. And keep in mind that here we're talking about Konami, you know? So doing pay to win will certainly be within Konami's profile. And this guy moonwalking, come on. And the problem is that if you somehow manage to land below the platforms, the only way you have to get out is to slide out. You know, the holy water here is not worth using. I might as well just use the cross. Well, in fact, the Bible is also not worth using, despite logically thinking that it will be holy, but it clearly is not holy. It deals such shitty damage even against, you know, monsters that you already know that they are weak to holy. So now this is the interesting part. Apparently there are 3 foods hidden here. I probably should look at the map because I don't remember where they were. I know is that there is 3 in this area. But I wonder where. I mean, I could simply look at the map. I have it open, just that... Well, you can also whip randomly. Eventually you're probably gonna catch something. Maybe. I mean, not to mention that whipping with this guy is very fast, so... Gazpacho. Surely one of these is Rego. Oh, I actually remember where the first one was. It's to the right of this, because I remember these two things being in the map. Yeah, that one. Nice. That's cool. There are apparently two more in this area. Okay, so you can crouch under this asshole. It would be pretty interesting if I managed to beat this on the first try with Simon. I guess this stage is specifically made for him. Oh, that's another one. Nice. And you actually get quite a lot of food as well. There is apparently one more somewhere in this same area. I think it was on the... like on a place like that one up there, but I guess not that specific one. Oh, get out. Get off me. Maybe here? Oh, and this guy... you know that Shanoa wasn't small enough to be able to fit there, but this guy is. Pretty funny. Okay. Nowhere here seems to be the last food item here in this area. I wonder where it could be. Probably around here. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't think it was inside that thing on the bottom. At least I don't remember it being there. Also not here. Maybe in one of these ladders, no? Not there. Well, even if I don't get the food item here, I don't think it will be a big loss. I mean, health-wise, I'm not doing that badly, and not to mention that I still haven't even used the super potion. Okay, nowhere here either. Maybe at the top. Hold up. Is there anything here? No. Ooh, that was close. Oh, here. Nice. Hey, man, I'm full health, dude. Just like that. Absolutely full health. And I could kill these guys for the simple fact that I don't want to deal with them if my idea is to move aside when I fight Dead. Though at the same time, Dead should also go down a lot faster here, considering that I have holy damage, and we know for a fact that this thing is weak to holy. Well, in fact, he pretty much resists almost every element, and it's only weak to holy. I mean, there are some that he doesn't resist or is weak to. They pretty much use holy. But at least with that, we have the confirmation that the cross attack is holy, in case there was still any doubt. And I'm assuming that obviously Dracula has to be weak to holy. I mean, we don't know, because the monster compendium doesn't show enemies you haven't beaten, but I gotta assume that this Dracula has to be weak to holy. Wow, nice aim, dude. Yeah, time-wise here, it's obviously a day and night difference. No problem whatsoever. Okay. So he's still surviving for quite long, Mr. Dead. It only makes me think of how painful it was using Shanoa. Got him. Okay. Well, I need to deal with these assholes. See, and the problem is that these assholes were actually the ones that damaged me the most. Like, the first boss was the thing that damaged me the most. It's possible that I simply wasn't used to Simon, and now that I'm more used to him, it might be different, but... Like, those little projectiles that they fire, it's like they somehow find their way exactly where I am, you know? It's kind of a problem. It's also pretty hard to actually hit them. Got him. I will essentially have 10 minutes of time remaining to face Dracula. And what we do know about Dracula is that he doesn't want you to be behind him, because he killed me from a backdash. So the weird thing is that he wasn't doing that backdash at the beginning, and I did stood behind him a couple times, but he backdashed regardless. He felt like doing it. So there is one more food remaining before facing Dracula, and that one I actually know where it is because I discovered it yesterday while I was playing. And ironically, that sucks, but it's fine. It's not a big setback. Well, and I get to pick this chest. I didn't remember it being here. Then Kung Fu suit. I wonder if all of these items are supposed to be men exclusive, because I haven't seen them before. A little bit like that. You mean that woman can do Kung Fu? Chun-Li will want to have a war with the... Okay, so the secret food is there on that wall to the right. Problem is getting rid... Oh, you can actually tell that that wall is a little bit like more pixelated than the other ones, so you will have to be paying a lot of attention. But like, it's slightly more pixelated than the rest. And by pixelated, I guess pixelated is not the right word. It's like more... I don't know what word to use, but essentially it's like it has less focus, you know? Like, you are seeing them through glasses that were not made for you. Alright. So we have 9 minutes and 23... Well, 9 minutes to fight Dracula and win, of course. So, Mr. Dracula. Wow, that's some very shitty damage. The vampire killer is not doing its job, which is killing vampires, it seems. So I'm assuming that here what's happening is that this guy just has a shit ton of defense, because he should be weak to Holy. You cannot with a straight face tell me that Dracula somehow is not weak to Holy. Like, what else will he be weak against? Well, technically you can say that he could be weak to running water, but water is not even an element in this game. You have ice, which is the closest thing, I guess. What I wish I knew, or rather I remember, is what the second phase was. Because I remember seeing it in a friend's house, like the second phase of this guy. Well, I mean, the second phase, yeah, it looks exactly the same as in Castlevania, no shit, but pattern-wise, I want to remember what it had. Though, I mean, health-wise, I'm doing fantastic, so Even if I have to tank the entirety of the second phase, that wouldn't be a problem. The real problem here is time. So rather, the lack of damage is the problem. No, he's gonna... yeah. I saw your intention, sack of shit. So maybe he does that on purpose at some point, where he kinda spawns back turn to you so he can do that backdash. I mean, you could just go forward if you wanted to do that. You didn't need to be back turn. No. That was close. But not like those attacks are an insta-kill, you know. Pretty sure I can tank a couple of those. So, have I even gotten hit by that at some point? Like, I know I got hit by contact damage, but I don't think I got hit by... okay, yeah, contact damage is that. Fuck, and I got hit twice like a moron. Though, why are you not entering the second phase, mister? Didn't you get enough? How many hits is it gonna take? It seems that it's quite a lot of them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's the second phase. What's the attack? Oh, that's... that's not that easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that attack is not that easy to dodge, I will say. But I need to heal. But on the next attack, I think I'll heal. Maybe I shouldn't have waited for the next attack, but then I thought that contact damage was 40 something. That wasn't contact damage, that was an attack. Him. The problem is that it's hard to see that attack coming, and you have to react to it. Well, at least Simon did super well here. I don't know if there's something added to the shop because of him. Other weapons, no. So wait, the mirror cuirass? I don't know what a cuirass is. I'm assuming it's a type of armor, so it's unisex. Anyone can use it. I thought it was something exclusive for girls, but no. Oh, and here, you know that the Artemis shoes are sold, but you have nothing for men in the shop. Well, and a lot of accessories apparently are also not for men. The majority are women only. And you can buy... what? I already have the ads. Do you mean? Well, the dagger I don't, but... wait, am I going crazy? Don't I have that? Oh, it's like it's not the retro ads, it's ads. And this one's also level up, by the way. I was not expecting that, but yeah, they do. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I could try other DLC characters, but at the same time... oh yeah, I did get a couple of things. Like Kung Fu Suit, yeah. Hold up. Sword by Strength, yeah. Samurai Plate. But unfortunately... look, okay, this one is clearly better. It's just that, yes, technically it makes your attack slightly worse, but it increases the resistance by quite a lot. And besides, that's gonna happen with all of them, because this one specifically increases attacks. Okay, getting the Samurai Plate, and I think that this one can only be worn by men, because it didn't drop in this stage. It dropped in another stage, and it was never there for Shanoa, right? Here, no, keep the gold leggings. Actually, the gold leggings do very well for lack of the Artemis shoes, right? He also collected a couple of accessories, right? Well, none better than the Moonstone, though. Well, I didn't use the Super Potion, which is pretty funny. I could try other DLC characters, but honestly, I don't think I need to. It seems that this one should work. I could try Richter, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like I should stick to the plan. I mean, I'm obviously curious to see the DLC character. Well, okay, hold up. I could try Richter. Simply because he's probably the other one that also has holy stuff. Status menu, offensive gear. Never mind, he only has a fucking knife. Oh, never mind, he has multiple. Holy water as well. Well, he does have the cross. So... No, but equip it here. Ah, god damn it. Hold up. Adds... Cross... And I will do the holy water, I guess. And... Well, oh, he has martial arts as well, the spin kick. Okay, but you need to get equipped, bro. I just wish that because that's what I don't understand. How the order of the items is something that depends on every single character. Like, why don't you apply the order to all of the characters? Not like it will change much. Wait, the Elven Cape, in this case, is... Wait, so, hold up. Is it that Simon cannot use the Elven Cape? Or what's wrong here? Whatever. Let me try with Richter. I mean, he's a Belmont, so... And you already saw that the secondary weapons seem to be the same. I mean, his damage could still be lower, for all I know. We could check. Also, that run animation... That wasn't the run animation in the original. Right? Or maybe it was. I don't remember him running like this, though. Well, the whip is the same. And that's the spin kick. It's a martial art. Looks funny, at least. But I care about the damage. Show me damage. Oh, that's not good. Seems like your vampire killer, Mr. Richter, is a little bit whack. And so is the cross, kinda. Though the question here is, do you need to level this up, or do you share this with Simon? Though your damage is clearly lower. Without a doubt it is. I mean, you have the spin kick, I guess, but I don't see much of a reason to use you when I could just use Simon, you know? Hey, I'm sorry, Richter, but no. You ain't gonna do it. Sorry. It would have been nice to use you, but yeah, I don't think you will do it. So the other two characters are Maria and Getsu Fuma, but I don't think they are worth it because they probably don't have Holy. So let me just pick Simon and that's it. Yeah, and let's just roll, get into it. Well, at least Simon, I got to the second phase of the final boss, so it's the one that definitely has the chance to win, and there was enough time remaining as well, so it's not like time was a concern either. It's gotta be Simon. Now, a little bit weird that Simon and Richter are essentially the same character, but one has worse damage. I guess in this case, you can say that it kinda makes sense, because Simon is supposed to be the legendary vampire killer. The vampire killer using the vampire killer, the weapon. But in that regard, I understand, though technically, just that I don't know about Castlevania lore or power levels. Oh, that's where the item was. Damn. Well, now we know at least. Fuck. Well, at least we know where it is. Oh yeah, that guy dealt less damage because I'm using the samurai armor. So here I should be receiving less damage from everything. That's cool. Oh, this guy. Hopefully this time doesn't really take me by surprise. Will be cool. I think if anything, because you know what, I usually don't like using DLC characters, because I usually like to beat everything with whatever is available in the base game, right? Not only as a sort of challenging, but as a sort of thing of like, I don't need to pay to win, right? But the thing that here is that this character was made for this stage, since, as I say, in Castlevania 1 the only character that you had was Simon. But also the fact that this is a DLC stage as well, so I think it kinda cancels out, right? You're in a DLC stage, might as well use a DLC character. It's a shame though, because Shano is a very good character. Not much she can do here. There is just too much bullshit. And I'm pretty sure that if I were to use Simon since the very beginning of the game, I would have obliterated the whole game easily. But... so I guess I was wrong, because I remember Simon... well, in fact, I think I said it yesterday, but I thought that Simon was a weak character in this game. But I guess I confused it with another one, or I guess I pulled that out of my ass. Both are just as possible. So ironically here, Simon also is especially good for this part because his hitbox is simply smaller. And that's another crazy advantage. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I know that the cross level up, but then wasn't expecting such a huge difference. Like, wasn't last time that I used that, these guys received like only 2 points of damage? Was I using a different weapon? No, I'm pretty sure I was using the cross. Then, I guess the level up here is really crazy. And it will keep leveling up the more you use it, but then really doing an insane amount of damage. Now I'm curious about, I mean, probably getting too ahead of myself, but I really wonder how it will be to play hard mode with this guy. I probably am not gonna get nearly close to beating any stage, but you never know. And I didn't even need that food, by the way. It was full health already. But I'm just saying, Dracula, that if I were you, I would be afraid right now. Oh, I forgot that the cross can go through walls. My bad. Yeah, here you can just do that. No problem. Oof, close. In case anyone is curious, I did try Maria, and she basically has, for each of the additional attacks, she summons like a different animal, like it was in the original in Rondo of Blood. So either the forward attack is like a dragon, the up attack are birds, the down attack is a cat, stuff like that. It's just that I heavily doubt that any of those are of holy property, though then again, what will the dragon, for example, even be? What will the cat property be? Like, because you would think fire for the dragon, but it's not like he's breathing fire, he's simply there. He attacks, as in physically attacks, so if anything it will probably work as impact damage, I guess. Since it's not holy damage, I don't think it's worth it. And even though I did not try the other DLC character, which is Getsu Fuma, I don't think he will have anything out of the ordinary either. It's crazy how much better this fight goes when you use Simon. Like, it's a completely different fight. Might not even be the same thing at all. Hey, look at that. Done in less than a minute. With Shanoa it took me 3, and I think that's if I was lucky. It's pretty clear that here the absolute best character for this stage is Simon. But I don't know if he's the best stage for the best character for the other stages too. Because, for example, I'm pretty sure that Beelzebub, the reason why Shanoa was dealing so much damage is because I'm pretty sure he was weak to fire. But then again, consider, like, that guy should be weak to holy. I mean, that's the thing. Like, which boss wouldn't be weak to holy? They are all supposed to be demons. I mean, the first one on the first stage is literally a demon. Then you have on the second stage the puppet master. Well, it's not a demon, but I mean, it's like a possessed evil entity, right? Then on the third stage you have the like Malice, which is supposed to be like a weird incarnation of Dracula, like super evil with skulls and shit, so pretty sure he will be weak to holy too. The fourth one has the painter vampire, well, he's a vampire, so he should be weak to holy by definition. And then on fifth stage is Death, which we already know that at least this Death is weak to holy. And then it's Dracula. So I'm pretty sure that this guy Simon will be good in every single stage. That also makes me think if I pick actually the other Belmont that you have that is not paid DLC is Julius. I think he's the only one that could have probably also used the cross and company, right? Because Soma Cruz is supposed to be the incarnation of Dracula, so he's not supposed to be able to use these weapons. And then you have, you know, I think that of the other characters, I don't think there's anyone else that could use the cross if it's not Julius or, well, now Richter. Because I'm pretty sure that Jonathan did not have the cross. Nice aim, dude. Okay, got him. Well, this is going very well. So at this point, obviously the war is the final boss. The final boss, that second phase has a lot of attacks. And not to mention that even without the second phase, the first phase takes a lot to go down. You're gonna be spending a lot of time there. At least all that time that you spend on the first phase shouldn't really be time that you wonder if you're gonna get hit or not, you know. You most likely are not gonna get hit there. And even if you get hit, it should be like at worst like 60 damage total, and that even that's an exaggeration. Got him. I feel like if they made the cross so powerful here, they might as well also have made the, you know, the holy water as powerful as it was in the original. But no, holy water has to remain weak, because they are probably scared by how absurdly powerful it was in the original, and I don't blame them. Easily the most overpowered weapon in all of Castlevania, like trivializing everything. But maybe there is like a secret weapon on Symphony of the Night that I haven't seen that is probably better or whatnot. I wouldn't know. Okay, so here the secret was like the secret item was not here yet, right? Well, it was in the, it was on the bridge to Death, or was it somewhere else? I think it was there. Yeah, unfortunately I don't remember, as it tends to be the case. I think it either was around there or to the right of this. It was here, like right before the bridge section. Better to camp this guy here, I guess, especially since you don't want to deal with the Medusas. Well, thankfully, differently from the original, these guys don't respawn if you go too far. I think the enemies in the original respawn, right, if you go too far? Or am I confusing it with Mega Man? Okay, here comes Death. It would be nice if you got a bonus for picking the cross up when it comes back. But no, I think there is a game that does that, I don't remember which one. And I don't think it's even a Castlevania game. I mean another game that has a boomerang item, and when it comes back, if you pick it up, it's like it becomes stronger on the next shot. I can't remember what game that was. Or maybe I'm making it up, you know, maybe there is not such a game. No, I'm pretty sure there is a game like that. It's not important now, though. What's important here is killing Death. The ultimate paradox. Now, one thing that I wonder is, if I trigger all of the giant bats and kill them with the cross... No, but that's probably not gonna work, and it's probably not gonna work simply because the issue with that strat is that you assume that you can line them up perfectly. Well, you're probably just gonna hit a couple at most at the same time. Got him. So I don't think it's a good idea, like I'd rather kill them one by one. I mean, I would rather not deal with them at all and they wouldn't be there, but that's not an option. How do they manage to shot in the perfect place to actually hit me, dude? And how is that possible, that you are so good at aiming? Yeah, I know that it's literally an aim shot, it's just that it's always in the worst place possible. Even when I initially dodged the shot. At least him getting hit twice by the cross already deals a lot of damage. I don't think it's worth it at all to put them all together, definitely not. Just kill them one by one. Got him. Now, ideally, I wouldn't want to to get greedy with the super potion in this attempt, because you know that the previous attempt could have easily been the winning attempt, you know. I mean, maybe not, but if I had used the super potion, what's for sure is that I would have survived more. And, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that I would have won, but the chance was certainly there, you know. Okay. Put them both. And full health. Actually full health. Well, this couldn't be a better attempt if it wanted, and not to mention 13 minutes to spare, so yeah. This one will probably be the attempt. Don't wanna get too cocky though, because you know that when you least expect it, the cockiness is gonna bite you. You don't want that. Yeah, I believe in this attempt, especially now that I'm a lot more used to Simon's movement. I mean, it's not like Simon's movement is anything out of the ordinary, but now that I use him a little bit more, it really seems that I shouldn't have many issues fighting, moving, and all of that. I would appreciate if you didn't spawn on the corner though. Come on, dude. I'm not falling for that again. I already fell for that yesterday. I'm not gonna make it happen again. Yeah, so much for being used to it. I messed up the input. And the input is as easy as just pressing right while you press the magic button. Well, magic button, I don't know how it's called. Basically the skill button, I guess. Yeah, here's the thing, like, he fucked up again. Nice. Beautiful. That Bible. Well, in fact, the best thing I could probably do is to just equip the cross as the only item, so that way I make sure that whenever I press circle, only the cross comes out. I mean, it's the same thing that happens with Shanoa. She only has Ignis. She only uses that. I still feel like the first phase has way more health than it should have, especially when the phase itself is nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, you got it. Okay. Okay, so he does like a little jump back before that. Yeah, before that dive attack, so you do have time to react to it, like more than enough. And then the projectile attack, I got hit by it, but it shouldn't be that hard to deal with it. Oof, that was close. I wonder if he has any other attack, but it seems like it only has that dash and projectiles. Pretty much the way it works. I only got hit once in the whole fight. Okay, twice. Got hit twice and almost 3 times, but no. Fine. That was a very good shot. Hit him 3 times with the cross. Now, it is a shame that they did not put the actual second phase theme, and they just left this one playing. This one is the one that plays for the first phase, but in the original you have another one for the second phase, which is a lot more intense. I don't know if more intense, but it's more fitting for a fight. This one is more fitting for anticipating something, you know, which is what you are doing, because it plays even before you face him. It plays as you are going up the stairs. And that's a lot of champs, huh? Dealing champy. Okay. Wait, you're getting too close. I don't like that. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal, but I'll take it. At least that attack is not hard to dodge, and especially not using Simon, because Simon really has a way smaller hitbox than... well, that it seems that every other character. Well, maybe with the exception of Maria. Maria is supposed to be tiny. I probably should heal now, right? Though I can actually, assuming he doesn't increase his own damage. No, okay, I will heal now. No need to risk it for no reason. Considering that the first phase already was super tanky, I can imagine that the second phase is gonna be very similar. Very similarly tanky. Nice. Well, at least there are 6 minutes remaining, so... oh, nice shot, dude. Oh, got him. Nice. Well, there you go. That was... wow, and all of that for gold leggings, dude. That was pretty easy when you use Simon. If you don't use Simon, though, I guess God is the one that will have to help you, guess your character won't. But yeah, that's it. That's the game. Because, I mean, I already did the Getsu Fumaden stage yesterday, with Shanoa even, and it went very well. So yeah, I guess that's that. I'm very curious though, I guess before finishing, I wanna try one stage in hard difficulty, obviously the first one, just to see how it is. Like, just to see... oh, and by the way, did I unlock anything in the shop for beating the game? I guess no. No, you did not unlock shit. Pretty much. So the hunter skills are, by the way, this. I was asking yesterday what it was. Well, yeah, it's that. Which is whatever. I mean, unless this deal a shit ton of damage, I don't see why you will be interested in purchasing that. One thing I can do, well, I can equip a food, since I don't feel like buying a potion, since this is only for testing anyway. So let me just get a gazpacho. Also, you know, there's something... hold up. Will I always equip multiple items? Oh wow, well, if they are of the same type. So all this time I could have used 2 super potions at the same time and I didn't. Damn, that's a way to nerf myself. Though, even if I did equip 2 super potions, Shanoa still wouldn't be able to beat that stage because of time. And especially after you saw that the second phase is as tanky as the first one, so... I don't think that information would have saved me on that place. Okay, so... Chapter 1 hard. I just want to see how hard it is. I don't I don't plan on beating it. I mean, if I beat it, that's great, but I'm not planning on beating them all. I just want to see what to expect from this. Mostly how much damage from my enemies. At least the zombies still die in one hit, so nothing out of the ordinary here. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Because that came from a bat. Like, that's a bat that dealt that much damage. Well, at least the enemies are not tanky at all. Well, not these ones, at least. Oh, well, the skeleton resisted one shot. Oh, that's a secret wall, by the way. I don't even remember what the path was on this stage. It was from the left side, right? You go... or from here. Hold up, let me follow the path. You go there... okay, you do it from... yeah, from here. From this part. It's not supposed to be a long path at all. I mean, you do it... regardless. Now it does seem like I will still do very well here. I mean, maybe in the future I could try beating all the stages on hard, you know? I don't see why not. I mean, after all, like right now, they don't seem that bad. What I fear for, though, is that the boss is gonna be like the ultimate tank. It's gonna be impossible to finish the boss fight quickly. Alright, so hold up. Is there anything? Oh, there is a chest here. Well, there was no need to go here. But whatever, I will. Essentially, you can treat this as if it was kind of like a new game plus. You obviously get to keep how strong you are, but now everything else is stronger. Oh wait, I could pick up the food since I got hit. Might as well. Okay, no. Didn't realize that was the laser until the very last moment. So this one, make the water go down, yeah, okay. And then... oh, okay, that's how you connect to that place. Oh, and then you go to... okay, gotcha. It is this place. These guys don't die in one hit. Gotta be careful there. Well, despite the magnets, I cannot do anything. I don't want to imagine how damaging those spike things are. So I can assume them... they were already super damaging in normal, so... oh, and the Fleeman did 34 points of damage. I mean, just so you remember, the Fleeman in normal was doing 1 point of damage. At least with a good armor, I guess. Or even without a good armor, it didn't do that badly. So when it comes to drops, it seems like the drops are nothing out of the ordinary. It's 500 gold. It's probably like a tier below the current chapter drops, I guess. If there's anything that could make this hard difficulty actually hard, it's the boss. But keep in mind that... wait, I can cheese the boss here too, now that I think about it. Because the time I beat this boss, I did it with Charlotte, and I cheese him by spamming Fireball from afar. Here I don't have Fireball, but I have the cross. So I could do that. It probably World War 12. So these guys can actually stop your cross with the shield. Okay. 100 gold. Limit almost. Wait, is that... I don't know if that would have hit me, but there is no reason to risk it considering that... If there's any level where time is not a problem, it's this one. That being said, I would like to land in the pendulum. Will be cool. There you go. Well, in the stage where time is the least of an issue is in stage 5, well, chapter 5, I guess. The one that you face death. Also, isn't this guy supposed to be holy and resist holy? Because he gets absolutely fucked by that. Okay. Up. Got your ass. Wait, that's... Huh? They pick up an axe. I guess that means that... I mean, what's the point of having multiple of that item? Not sure. Well, whatever. Well, there is the boss. So here goes nothing. Nice miss. Okay, the damage is certainly quite high. Well, the cross is gonna hit this guy multiple times, actually. The problem is that when we go down, it's gonna be absolutely full of enemies. Uh-oh. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, okay, now we're going down. Wait, I landed... There's nothing of... Well, there is a pizza actually here. The problem is that you kinda have to go back manually. Kinda sucks. Well, to the point that you might actually receive all the damage that you recover with the pizza. Maybe not the smartest strategy. It's whatever. Again, time is not a problem. Okay. Oof. Oh, that's a problem. I need to get here, yeah, okay. So being here makes this very safe. You essentially don't have to worry about any of the assholes there. You kind of have to worry though about the lasers, but that's not a problem. But yeah, you can spam this guy from here, and not only he will receive a significant amount of damage, but the other guys get hit too. Well, if he goes that far, you cannot cheese him though, because differently from the fireball, the cross doesn't have infinite reach. This one is very clearly doable, and I'm assuming that the other stages are also like that, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that beating all the stages in hard is not as hard as I thought, but that's because this guy exists. Like, Simon is insanely good. Well, the problem though that differently than Charlotte, Simon actually takes a very long time to recharge magic. So every time that you use cross, it's gonna take some time in between them. Also, he does randomly shoot upwards for no reason. That it was because he aimed at me, but no. Hey, I don't know why they allow you to go here. I feel like this fire will probably need to be permanent. Because you can see that there is something above this that is a switch that most likely turns this fire off. And at that point, wouldn't it be a better idea to make the fire permanent? So you can only get here if you get someone in co-op that lets you get here. Because otherwise you can just do this and completely cheese this guy with like no risk of dying. because you won't die here. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's so easy, why don't you go out and actually fight? That's the thing, if I go out with this amount of health and with every hit dealing 30 points of damage, I will die. So this strategy is cheesy, yes, but right now it's the only thing I can use without dying. It seems pretty clear that hard difficulty is doable, although I will assume that it will be incredibly frustrating to beat some of the stages, because you get hit a couple times. Like, it doesn't even have to be a strong opponent, like it could be a bat. You know that a bat deals 30 points of damage here. You can get hit by a bat and you're gonna receive a lot of damage and you're gonna want to obliterate the bat. You're gonna get so salty for getting your mission ruined by a minor enemy. So I can imagine that the sodium levels can be pretty high. Also, I'm dealing more damage. Is it because the cross level up? It seems that the cross leveling up, like the damage difference is so much higher than Ignis, for example, with Shanoa. Like here it went from doing 30 something to doing 50, and it's not that I ate a food, it's simply it seemed that it naturally leveled up and it went to do a lot more damage, and he's dead. These guys are not gonna... Oh, there is still a Minotaur. Actually, okay, pick it up, forget about the MS name. A super potion? That's that's a cool reward in the sense that it's useful, but that's pretty sad, because usually the people that do these levels, they do them for, you know, farming items and shit, and then you get an item that you can just purchase in the store. It's pretty sad. Okay, well, so I guess hard difficulty is very doable, but as I said, I'm not interested in doing it now, but maybe in the future I could. I want to see if I unlock anything by beating something on hard in the shop, I mean. I don't think so. So at this point, we can assume that this is the highest tier of items. Like, because at this point, I don't know what else the game will want me to do to get more items. Like, I'm assuming it doesn't get better than this, right? Or maybe it does by beating all of them on hard, I don't know, but yeah. As I say, I'm not interested in beating everything on hard, but like now, but maybe sometime in the future I will, because it certainly seems like it could be interesting, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, well, I guess that was it for Harmony of Despair. I personally enjoy the game, but yeah, as I was saying during the credit sequence, if you're not a Castlevania fan, it's very hard that this game is for you, or if you played solo and not co-op. But I enjoyed it, and I think that that's what matters. So yeah, I guess GG's for Castlevania, Harmony of Despair.